Guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Oyetoro. I just want to first say thank you to all of you who have liked my videos in the past and also subscribed. I'm feeling the love and encouraged to make more content. So before I start on today's video, I just want to encourage you all to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. So let's get started. I'm going to be talking about why location matters more than even rankings. So in my past videos, I've always discussed how location should factor in when deciding what law school to attend, and I've always encouraged people to practice or go to school in an area that they intend to practice, because usually you have to sit for the bar and you want to be able to get a job in the region or in that state. But today I'm going to be focused on when you do select a state, why the location that your law school is located in is very, very important for you to think about, and very, very crucial, and could even define, your opportunity. It might not be a factor if your school is a higher ranked school and is a top school, but it could help people who are not in the top school but still want access to just as good of an opportunity as students who go to top schools. And I think location is one of the ways where even if you're not going to a higher tier school, you can leverage that opportunity. So like with everything, there is an advantage and disadvantage of of your choices, and I'm going to be discussing the advantages first and then the disadvantages of selecting a certain location. So there are two reasons why the location matters and why location matters. And first reason is that with location you have access to a lot more lawyers, you have access to a lot more networking opportunities, as well as a lot access to law firms. One of the biggest and key thing that should never be understated is the power of networking. So the bigger the city is, the more there's more attorneys, there's more law firms, and the more that there are more events that are going on that you can take advantage of and you can participate in. And networking should never be understated when it comes to legal practice, because the legal practice is really a relationship-based practice. So the more relationship you can build with employers, with firms, with people in areas that you're interested in the practice, the better. And I think that being a bigger city, you have a lot more of that going on compared to a smaller city. So regardless of your ranking, if you are a likable person, if people want to relate with you, can conversate with you, you will be better situated to in a bigger city to explore other opportunities by networking. So firms generally want people who can fit into their firms, and to do so they conduct multiple interviews to ensure that the person we're selecting is fit for the firm. But building a relationship can help you skip all that process and find in establishing a relationship with either the firm or even an attorney in the firm who can possibly vouch for you and vouch for your qualifications outside of going to a higher ranked school. So second reason why location matters over ranking sometimes is that with location you have the opportunity to work in the non-summer months or non-summer semesters of school. Now, a lot of the times when students are going to law school, they usually look forward to working as a summer associate, and sometimes the opportunities may not be present if you do live in a smaller location. So living in a bigger city allows you that option, not only the option to work in different areas, it offers you the option to work in the non-summer times, non-summer months. So take for instance, you could be working maybe in your 2L year, because generally you don't really work your 1L year, but maybe in your 2L year you could be working with a firm and then also going to class. And usually from my experience and what I've learned from other students is being in a bigger city gives you the chance to do both, and I'm not saying that people who live in a smaller city don't get the chance to. I'm just saying that, let's say you're interested in a certain type of practice area that are not really known in that smaller city. It might be really challenging to find a rewarding experience that can allow you to do both. Say for instance, my school, UF, is the best school in Florida, and it is located in Gainesville, and Gainesville is a growing city and it's consistently growing. But compared to Miami or compared to Orlando, Gainesville is nowhere close to Miami or Orlando. And while UF is a great school, places like Orlando and Miami have students that really could work any time of the year with certain firms as either law clerks or law associates during different times of the month, compared to a student at UF who probably has the opportunity to go to work for firms in the summer months. So I think that that is a, that is an edge that living in a big city allows you to have. Regardless of, the ranking of your school. Now, rankings do matter sometimes, but also your location can put you in a great position of securing some more rewarding work experience. And don't ever doubt that work experience matters. Also, like, another example would be Howard, Howard University. I think that Howard University is a perfect description of this kind of situation because it's located in DC of all places. DC is the central for all things, legal. Literally, it's the capital. There's the Supreme Court there. There are businesses there. So it's like, it's a perfect location that outside of Howard's ranking, you as a law student being in DC gives you an edge compared to someone who is in a smaller city. I talked about really the upside of living in a big city. There is a downside for living in a bigger city when you do attend law school. Now remember that living in a big city comes with higher cost of living compared to living in a smaller city, which in itself can also be a factor. For students who are already in a big city, you can leverage that because you don't have to worry about the cost of living, and you can focus more on networking over focusing on the ranking of the school sometimes. Again, I want to say that none of this is really saying that if you go to a big city, it's a guarantee that you will get a better job, but I'm just saying that you can really leverage the fact that you're in a bigger city when it comes to finding opportunities over ranking sometimes. And it's something that you should put in mind when selecting or even considering a school. Now, that's all I have to say. If you like this video, make sure you like it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, and happy Black History Month, y'all.